In today's episode, we look at how Titan Machinery's Ukrainian dealerships are faring, USDA's latest crop progress update, Artsway has a tough first quarter, Titan Machinery's fourth quarter results, and the 2014 dealer outlook. I'm Kim Schmidt, Managing Editor. Welcome to On the Record. While the geopolitical turmoil in Crimea and the eastern portions of Ukraine isn't having a major impact on Titan Machinery's two Ukrainian dealerships, the financial uncertainty is. To get a micro-level view of the situation, Ag Equipment Intelligence interviewed Titan executives who operate two stores in Kiev and Vinnytsia in the center of Ukraine. We spoke with Titan President Peter Christianson.
Our customers are experiencing reduced credit availability for crop inputs as well as their equipment purchases. Rising interest rates and the devaluation of the local currency are affecting all businesses throughout the country. But even considering these current factors, our customers are proceeding with spring planning to start the crop production cycle. Potential economic investment packages from the West to Ukraine could improve the financial climate during the back half of the year.
According to a CNN report, the European Union approved tariff cuts for all agricultural goods, making it cheaper for Ukraine to export them to the EU. Cuts will start at the end of April and last until November, by which time a fuller free trade deal is expected to take effect. Wheat prices soared following the announcement April 15th by Ukraine's acting president of an anti-terrorist operation against pro-Russian demonstrations occupying a number of government properties in the far east of the country. Spring planting is off to a slower start and is causing some impatience by farmers, dealers, and manufacturers alike. But USDA's latest crop progress report indicates planted corn is ahead of last year and just slightly behind the 5-year average. A look at 18 states, responsible for 91% of planted corn last year, shows that 3% of corn has been planted as of April 13th versus 2% on the same date last year. The 5-year average is just 6% by this point. In Minnesota, fieldwork isn't expected to start until April 25th to the 30th. That said, the optimal window for planting for southern Minnesota is April 25th to May 7th. University of Minnesota Extension corn agronomist Jeff Coulter told the Associated Press that producers can delay planting until mid-May with no yield reductions. Artsway Manufacturing reported its first quarter results on April 14th. For the first quarter ending February 28th, net sales were down 25.9% and net income was down 131.5%. Fiscal quarter and year-to-date sales for the manufacturing division were down 36.6% compared to the same period of 2013. The company attributed the revenue decrease to the colder-than-average winter, which negatively impacted available labor hours, and fixed overhead that remained constant while variable overhead increased. While demand is off significantly for sugar beet harvesters, the company says demand for products serving the dairy and livestock markets is robust, providing both a significant backlog to fulfill and reason to be optimistic about the rest of the year. Artsway Chairman of the Board of Directors, Ward McConnell, points out that the agricultural markets are cyclical and the first quarter has historically always been one of the weakest for the company. He expects the next few quarters to improve. Titan Machinery reported its fourth quarter and fiscal 2014 results on April 10th. For the fourth quarter, total revenues were down 9.7% versus 2013, with equipment revenue down 13.4%. For the full year, revenue was up 1.3% versus 2013, but equipment revenue was down 2.3%. We spoke with Titan Chairman and CEO David Meyer. While there are challenges ahead, Meyer remains positive about the long-term outlook. He had this to say.
Okay, it's no secret that our ag customers are looking at lower commodity prices, and the USDA is projecting net farm income to be down 27%. So as a result, we're forecasting our ag business to be down, in the 10 to 15% range this current year. Achieving full market realization on new equipment will be a challenge due to the price increases associated with a Tier 4 final. I believe this problem will be compounded if we start to see a deterioration of used values, especially on late model trades. On a positive note, Our customer balance sheets remain strong. Ag exports are at record levels. Planted acres will be up. Livestock's very good. And we continue to see very low interest rates for our customers. We are confident in long-term strength in the agriculture industry and the increasing global demand for agricultural production.
In our latest Dealer Sentiments and Business Conditions update, released March 28th, dealers in 4 out of 11 regions projected sales to grow for the full year 2014 in February. In January, only one region projected annual sales growth. The Northern Plains region continues to forecast the largest sales decline for 2014 at down 6% year over year, while the Southeast region is projecting the strongest growth at up 5% year over year. And now from the Ag Equipment Archives. During World War II, surface equipment companies switched gears from making construction equipment to making magnesium incendiary bombs until August 14, 1945. Later that year, farm equipment production began. In 1947, surface equipment engineers Clyde Robinson and Hoy West developed the first front-mounted stalk shredder to shred cotton and corn stalks. The following year, the company introduced the first pull-type mower shredder. Today's surface equipment company is part of Alamo Group. If you have any suggestions on stories you'd like to see covered, send me an email at kschmidt@lespub.com. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.